Good morning. It's mid-December 2025. We're getting loaded up to head out to go elk hunting. We're going to the state of Utah. The zone we're going to is the Southwest Desert. And myself and one of my friends have cow tags. So we got the trailer loaded, got my nephew and another kid from the neighborhood that wants to go hunting. So we're going to go on a grand adventure. I hope you join us.
All right, we made it to the zone. We just crossed over the train tracks and we're in it. So we're going to end up setting up the tent in the dark. I drive really slow, so it took a lot longer to get here today than we thought. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
I should have let somebody else drive. We probably would have got here in the daylight. But we'll go set the tent up and make dinner.
All right, we made it to our camp spot. We've got a trailer that's so full of stuff. I can't believe we need this much stuff to go hunting. So now we picked our spot and we're going to set up our tent. Ooh, we have light. Let there be light. All right, good morning. First morning here, waking up in camp. We got camp set up in what I thought was record time last night. We got 2 tents and all of our food and everything unpacked in under an hour. It went pretty quick. So I'm gonna come show you our camp real quick. I didn't do it last night because we were just exhausted. So we got a generator running and thank God for Starlink. We're out here in the middle of nowhere and I can FaceTime my wife, so that's pretty cool. So we have 2 tents set up, 2 wall tents. So this one here is our sleeping tent. We got nice lights. So we got bunk beds, and then these cots here, charging station, fireplace. It only got down to I think it was 24 when I got up.
Yeah.
That's what it said. Wasn't too bad. And then right across the way, we have our cooking and hanging out tent. We got bacon and coffee going, some hash browns. I'm gonna make some eggs. We got the heater. We got it pretty warm in here. It's 55 in here. It just said low when I got up this morning. So we're gonna eat breakfast, get loaded up, and get out of here, see if we can find some elk.
First morning, saw some elk about 9 o'clock in the morning. If we'd have been there first thing at that spot, we might have got one, but they were way off 1,000 yards and we just couldn't close the distance. Too much clearing between us and them. There wasn't enough cover. So we just backed out, kind of made a plan for tomorrow morning. We're not going to go back there this evening. Those elk, we didn't blow them out. They just kind of fed off, away from us, and we just let them go. So we're going to go back there tomorrow morning with a different game plan first thing, see what we come up with. So this afternoon, we're going to head out and just explore some new country, see what we can see. We came back to camp, had lunch, because those elk we saw this morning, we were only like 4 miles from camp. It was really close. So we just came back here so we could grab a quick sandwich. We were pretty hungry. So we're going to head out again for the evening hunt, see what happens. So for tonight's feast, we have homemade rice. We have chili verde we already made. Got some tortillas to put on the griddle. And some Oreos for dessert. I'm gonna fire that heater up, get it warmed up in here. It's, what is it? 44 in here, 39 outside. That's not too bad. Hey, you guys seen any elk? We're looking for elk. All right, we got back to camp tonight, full day 2, with some daylight left. It's just the way it worked out. We ended up on some really terrible mountain roads, and just getting back to camp was the priority tonight without getting the truck broke or getting stuck all night long. So we did see a herd of elk on the way out, but as soon as we came around the corner, just randomly driving, there was a herd of elk, and then there wasn't. They were gone. So we're gonna take this chance to take a wipe shower, change clothes, have a good dinner. Evidently it got a little windy while we were gone. Because it blew dust over everything. Ooh, that banana bread's not gonna be good anymore. Everything in the tent is completely covered in dust now. All the food. The other tent, the bedding's fine. I don't know why. This one got a whole bunch of dust in it. So we're gonna spend the evening cleaning. All right, we're back at camp from today's day 3. I saw 9 bulls this morning. I was in a different vantage point than everybody else. I was the only one that saw them, but I promised they were there. No cows, a lot of antelope, big herd of antelope, probably like 40 of them. Some deer this evening, and we got back to camp and I started making dinner. So why not eat good if you're here? So tonight we have tacos with all the fixins and refried beans with chorizo and green chilies. It's gonna be great. All right, so we're on day something, I don't know, but it's time to go get fuel and forks. Colin forgot to pack forks. It wasn't me, it was Colin. It was his fault.
It was my fault.
Yeah.
Look at this. We don't see much of that at home. Utah just keeps getting better.
Kitty, kitty. That's a good kitty. Come here, buddy. Come here, Socks. Come here. Come here. Are you gonna let me touch you? Come here. Oh, there's a good kitty.
Way out there, there's 2 cow elk. Kind of see him in the corner of the frame.
That's what the boys are after right now.
So hopefully here in about an hour,
We hear a big kaboom.
We just spotted another group of cows. We got a good wind. We're gonna try to get over there.
Well, folks, there's a smile on my face right now. Day 3 or 4? 4, day 4. Finally put it together. Happened pretty quick. We couldn't get any film of the actual deed, but I'll walk up here and show you guys. All right, here we go. Here's one cow elk down in the southwest desert of Utah. Got everybody up here. Not that far, there's a road below us. We only have to walk down into that drainage and back up to get her back up. So light's fading on us. It's about 4 o'clock. Is it 3:30? 3:30 or 4? 3:30. Hell, we might get this done before dark. So we'll get moving. So here we go. Got to punch my tag. First thing you have to do. So we're December, right? December. Female. And today's date.
I believe it's the 19th, but don't cut on tags on my numbers.
Yeah.
I got
19th. There we go. Now, unfortunately, the action cam that does real good time lapse got left back in the truck, and we're not going back to get it. So you'll just have to believe we did it when we get back to the truck. All right, we're hiking out. Truck's over there somewhere. We'll find her. There's a lovely sight for sorebacks. The truck. All right, we made it back to the truck. What do you say, Colton? You think hunting's fun?
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Yeah, it is. All right, we all made it back to the truck, safe and sound. What do you say whenever you kill something, Colin? Do you know my saying?
I don't.
The beast is dead. Long live the beast. All right, folks, we made it off the mountain back to camp, and we got our meat hung up for the night over here. And so we got our 4 quarters hanging up and drying. And then we have another bag with back straps, tenderloins, neck meat, any other random meat I could pull off that was really clean. You can see when you go elk hunting, you need to take a lot of stuff, and I had a horse trailer to take. So this is what our storage for our camp is. A 20-foot aluminum stock trailer. So we're gonna let that stuff hang for the night, and then in the morning, because it hasn't been very cold during the day, this has been a real odd weather trip. Last time I did this trip, we were in a foot of snow and it was cold. So in the morning, we're gonna put all those quarters back in trash bags, and then we're gonna ice it down. We're gonna put it in an ice chest with ice. I brought 2 Yeti ice chests filled to the brim with ice for this trip, and it's been holding out because we've been keeping it in the shade, and they're really nice coolers, you know. So we're gonna put all that stuff back in the morning and head out and hopefully fill another tag and head back home for Christmas. So now we're gonna do, what we gotta do? Pack rehab, get all our stuff back together to go shoot another one tomorrow, right, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, one more. One more to go. And tonight's dinner is cheesy broccoli rice and chicken thighs with onions and bell peppers. Why not eat well in elk camp? Well,
It's shower time, folks. That's it. That's all we have for 8 days. Wish our wives luck when we get back home. Well, you can feel that the end is near. Today's our 5th day out here, and we've got one elk so far. I was able to get one yesterday afternoon. This morning, day 5, saw a few elk, but they were a mile off, and by the time we walked there, we couldn't find them again. It's just kind of the way things have been going for us. So we've got tonight, and then we're going to hunt up until about lunchtime tomorrow on day 6, and then come back and pack up camp and start heading back for home. We're not going to drive all the way home in one day because it took us like 10 hours to get here. We don't want to get home at midnight or whatever, so we're going to leave here and probably drive to Mesquite, stay the night in Mesquite just north of Vegas, and then take a shower. It's been a week for all of us. Take a shower, get a meal that's not covered in dust, and get up the next day, head home, and then we'll get home with enough time to unpack the trailer and get everybody's separate stuff all in their vehicles so they can head on home to their families. All right, big change of events, folks. We were heading out of here, figured we wouldn't see anything more, get back to camp in the daylight, and we saw some, and it happened really quick. So Jake took a shot, hit it, it went down, and then I'm gonna stay here because I know where it went down on that hillside, and with my binoculars, and I've got my binoculars set up right on that spot, and I'm not gonna move them. So I know when those guys are getting close. I can tell when they walk into the frame of where I'm looking. So here's hoping. Let's go get another elk. All right, they found her. Let's go see. Those trees and straight up. She's up there.
Yeah, she's up there. You can't miss Jake.
Whew. We did it. Evidently 100 yards is too close. You got to let him get out there before you can actually hit him.
Yeah.
That's a big girl. That one's bigger than mine.
Yeah. Let's see. You're gonna have to read this for me because I can't see.
We got our pictures taken, and now we're gonna start cutting her up and packing her off the hillside. It's gonna be a late night, but a good night for us. All right, we made it back to camp. Today's day 5 of our trip, and Jake tagged out this evening. It happened so quick. We were heading out and just trying to get back to camp before dark, and just rounded a corner, and there was a herd of elk, which is pretty amazing, and they stood there. So Jake got that one down, and we got it packed out off the mountain. So what I've been doing is I'm kind of the all-time cook. So those guys are gonna all go handle meat, get meat taken care of and cooled down so it doesn't spoil, because it's really important. We traveled a long way and spent a lot of time for this stuff, so we don't want to waste it. So I'm gonna start cooking dinner so that once these guys are done, there's a nice warm dinner waiting for them, and everybody just kind of does their part in camp. Slackers aren't appreciated, so it's a team effort. Even guys that don't have tags, like these boys that are here with us, they're gonna go home with meat. I appreciate them coming on this trip and helping us out. They didn't pay for anything because they're just here helping me. This tent's been used by a lot of family and friends in its last 16 years of life. What a bunch of memories this tent holds. I didn't bring a marker, but when I get home, 2025, Jake, Cliff, Colin, Colton, Southwest Desert to Cow Elk. Sun's coming up on our last morning. Like we were never here. Down the road we go. Don't forget the toilet. We got home and everybody just kind of scattered and headed on home to see their wives and families and moms. We all met up the next day to unpack the trailer and cut up and process all this meat. We do it all in-house. It took most of the day to get this all done, cleaning the meat, getting all the hair and dirt off from cutting them up on a hillside, and packaging it. But it's a great experience. This was a successful hunt in my book, not because we both got something, but because we had a great, fun time and we all got home safe and sound in time for Christmas. We ended up grinding a lot of meat and making steaks. Jake left his meat at my house to freeze and is going to come back in a few days to pick it up. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, please drop them in the comments.